Welcome back everybody, this is gonna be the final update on the Beastmaster Scorpion build. We have done it all, this build is amazing, literally cleared all content last epoch right now and went above my expectations, I would say, especially if you consider that it's actually a league starter. This is a 800 corruption Orobis fight and we are having a good time. It's less than 1.5 minute fight here. I'm gonna show you a little bit of this fight and then we're gonna check out a little bit of the end of one of my arena runs. As you can see, we have quite a bit of damage for Orobis. If you scale properly and you actually ramp up, you can hit about 200k ticks on Orobis. It's not always possible, of course, because you can imagine we need to dodge quite a few things. The reason I'm jumping away from those blood orbs is that at this corruption, those blood orbs can actually almost one-shot me. Right now on this fight, I don't even have full capped on endurance, but I now have it. I got my final upgrade on the build. As you can see, fairly easy. We are doing pretty good. I have pushed 890 corruption right now on this build, on Blood, Frost and Death, and at a later date I'm gonna be pushing a little bit more and see what kind of limit we can get when it comes to corruption push with this build, because I'm having a good time and I wanna see how far I can take it. Once I fully min-maxed it at the end, I'm gonna be doing that on stream if you wanna check it. And this is the last part of my arena run. I have only done 2 arena runs with this build, and I gotta tell you, compared to where arena was previously, the scaling of the monsters and generally speaking the difficulty of the arena is much higher. Before 1.0 I could tell you, okay, 2 or 3 enemies are very dangerous and you should be cautious when you're around them. Right now I would say about 70% of the enemies are extremely dangerous. Blood asps, as you can see there, are extremely dangerous. All of the solar enemies are insane, and diamond matrons, they are absolutely insane. Even on wave 150 or 200, they do so much damage that you can almost not sustain it. It's actually nuts. As you can see, my Scorpion died. A couple of times happened to have my Scorpion died. You need to be careful. I still don't scale a lot of hit points on my Scorpion, so if I'm not careful where I place him and my position in general and my heals, my rotations, he might die here and there. Thankfully not a lot of times. I think it was like 2 or 3 times and mainly it was at the end here that happened. Other than that, I am learning the arena quite a bit with the build. I'm not an arena player and honestly I haven't done any adjustment to the build. It's just the same exact build, the same exact things as I do on corruption, and I had a good time. I actually hit rank 1, which I did not expect, to be fair, but yeah, I surpassed the next guy by 1 wave. It was not intentional. I died a little bit afterwards on this clip. I could have probably played that a little bit better. Maybe I got a little bit tired as well. Arena takes a long time. I have to say though, the performance on the arena is much better than it was before 1.0, and I'm really happy with it. It definitely makes it a lot more enjoyable pushing, and yeah, I'm loving the build. I've done basically every other content in the game, tier 4 dungeons and whatnot, and I'm ready to push forward and find the new build that I want to invest a lot. I have a lot of gold saved up as well, and we're gonna make even more. For the time being, I'm keeping this build at 800 corruption to farm a little bit more. 800 corruption has very good drops, and I'm pretty happy with my farming there. But yeah, I will try and push a few more arena runs at some point. I would honestly like to hit 500. Like that's the goal that I have set for myself. If I can do it, I'm gonna be very happy. But it's not really a particular arena build, and honestly, I'm 100% certain that we're gonna have a lot more Primalist builds that they're beating over 1,000 waves at some point when people, stop playing Falconer and Warlock and they focus on other builds as well. But I'm extremely happy with how everything has been turning out with the build, and I'm ready to move on to the next one. I'm gonna show you what kind of upgrades we have on the character. As you can see, the Diamond Matron, even the wave that they cast, that was the first time in playing last Epoch that I actually noticed that wave doing damage to me, and it's insane. Here I almost died because I got trapped a little bit. Thankfully, I survived, and this is the last part of the clip here. I'm getting a little bit surrounded, and I did not play the fight very well. The Blood Wasps that are coming right now, the Blood Wasps, they are actually insane. The projectiles from the whole pack can actually overlap, so there is absolutely nobody that can tank that unless it has like, I don't know, 100%, 100,000 ward or something like that. Anyway, let's get into the game, and yeah, this is our achievement for the time being. I'm gonna be overthrown very fast, but I'm still happy that I got it. The build hasn't changed that much when it comes to gearing. I got another Vigorous of Insulation Large Nomad idol. I'm working towards changing that build and trying to get tier 7 health Opal Ring. So I'm gonna use 4 of those idols so that I can cap my elemental resistances. I finally managed to craft a somewhat decent helmet. I have bricked so many helmets, and there are not a lot in the market that I can actually craft what I want. Ideally, I want tier 5 strength and attunement and tier 2 aspect of the Viper shield with a tier 5 flat health on top of it. I ran out of fortune potential very fast, but this caps my endurance, so we got that. I need that upgrade for Arena, and I got that. And also I have a new belt. I got a Praetorian belt with a flat armor roll, and I went with cooldown recovery rate because I want more cooldown recovery rate, mainly for Warcries in high corruption. Warcry is our main source of healing, and of course the vulnerability helps a lot. I have actually learned to love vulnerability from Warcry and Fury Leap. I'm using it a lot, especially on boss fights. It's very clutch, and it's gonna save you a lot. I love the health and stun avoidance hybrid on helmet and on amulet, and on belt. They do help quite a bit, actually. Even at 800 corruption, I'm not getting stunned as much right now, with our hit points being higher, and a little bit extra stun avoidance always helps. Other than that, the build has been a blast. I hope that you enjoyed as well. And if you have any questions about the build, you can drop them on the comments below. You can always drop by my live streams. We discuss a lot about builds in general, and any build guide and any build that I myself play or post on YouTube as a guide. So yeah, always welcome there. If you like updates like that, and if you like videos like that, please hit the like button and sub to the channel. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.